This YouTube video was presented by Screamscape, your ultimate guide to theme parks.
Back at the Great Coasters International booth, one of our favorites.
Yes.
But the problem, where's Adam House?
No.
I mean, it used to be so nice. He used to be on our podcast, sleep on my couch.
Now he's busy.
He's busy. And used to be, oh, there he is.
I just got done wrapped up with a meeting.
Mr. Big Shot?
Yeah. I think the client I just walked out with is actually really, really serious. I don't like to name names, especially really early on in the project, but
we understand you got adult things to do here.
Yeah.
Papers to sign, all that stuff.
I mean, like I said, that meeting in particular, I think is a big meeting. I think that's maybe new for 17, new for 18 project.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
Yeah. You know what's the good thing about him being a big executive? He no longer has a flip phone, has a smartphone. And you know what, I assume it's more advanced than an iPhone 4.
Drew, not only do I have one phone, but I have two.
Okay.
So,
see that? So he's got a nice updated
can I trade you? I've got an iPhone 4 from 5 years ago. You probably don't need two
He's old
phones.
school now.
Yeah. It comes full
Hey,
circle,
have you seen
sir.
this door over here? We need to prop it open. We got a nice door stop.
Yeah, see, that's basically a brick, man. Just throw it on the ground.
It won't die. I can throw it around. Watch. Look at this. Not dead yet again.
Put it right here.
Yeah.
True, we can put it on a train and just let it roll right over it. So, that's cool.
Speaking of the train,
Yeah.
got a couple neat things on display here.
We do. We have quite a few things. So obviously everybody knows about Busch Gardens Williamsburg and InvadR. What we've got here on display is basically both trains from InvadR. The way InvadR is going to work is it's basically got one track and it's going to be two different trains. So that guests can pick the experience. Do they want to be the villagers that defend New France? Or do they want to be the invaders and try to take over New France? And so what Busch has done is come up with two really incredible concepts. One is this wood-carved bear on the front. The other one is actually a dragon head. And they've really done a fantastic job with these. And I'm totally looking forward to this ride.
Now, let's talk a little bit about InvadR. This was one I was not overly hyped for. I want you to change my opinion.
Okay.
I want the spiel. Why should I be hyped for InvadR?
Do you like Fun Spot?
I do like Fun Spot.
This is Fun Spot on steroids, okay?
I don't know how I feel about steroids,
You are a
but
big
I love Fun
fan.
Spot.
Fun Spot on performance-enhancing drugs.
So you're banned from baseball.
That's right. No, it's going to be great. I think it's going to be a great experience. Really, in my mind, just being an enthusiast myself, one thing I've always thought Busch was lacking was a wood coaster.
I agree
especially Busch
100%,
Gardens
yeah.
Williamsburg. And so this is going to be that perfect filler space that's not like crazy, intense, Alpengeist, what have you, and not quite even as crazy and different as, help me out, what's the... Verbolten, thank you. So it's
He's good
just
for some
a nice,
things.
exactly,
Yes.
surprisingly. It's just a nice middle ground, okay? So that's what's really cool. And what's great about these, which I'm sure all you guys know by this point, is a lot of the things from this train have actually come from Busch Gardens Tampa and down at Gwazi. And I know last year you didn't want to mention it, I brought it up, and I'll bring it up. And Busch was excited at the potential that they have this wood coaster that is in disrepair at this point. And they had a lot of parts left over. I mean, they had 4 trains, they had brakes, they had chain, they had X, Y, and Z. And we worked very, very closely with them and came up with what they could use, what they couldn't use, and it's going to be a great coaster.
Now, is that weird for you? Because I know the Gwazi Trains was one of your early projects with GCI, wasn't it?
Fairly. It was one of my first ones back in, 2010, 2011. You guys probably know better than I do at this point.
I don't remember.
But yeah, somewhere around there. And so it's kind of cool to see it go full circle. Like I said before, Gwazi had problems prior. It ran years and years and years with other rolling stock. So, it's good to see them getting repurposed in this kind of fashion.
That it is.
Now to our next question.
I was going to say, wait. We got to talk about how the fact that the height requirement is changing on the same trains.
Now, how is that?
That's what I'm curious about.
Well, Fun Spot runs at 46 inches as well. And so what we've done is one great thing, if you could pan over here, is we've actually got the cushioned seats here from Ralph Alberts. This is different than our old upholstered seats. What we find out is these actually hold up really, really well, and we were surprised. We expected them to not be as comfortable as the upholstery, but I can tell you this, when you ride a ride 5, 10, 20 times over and over again, these are more comfortable because you don't get completely depressed. And so these hold up well, they hold up well for the parks, and they're really, really comfortable.
Drew is used to being completely depressed.
Yes, I was going to say, I get depressed a lot when I'm not riding a great coaster. Good thing I got one in town here.
Yes, very true. Now that brings me to my next question. What's in the shed?
One of these guys. That's like the question I get the most. So if I knew it was in the shed, I would tell you guys. But if I told you guys, I would be killed. So I'm just going to leave it at this.
Unfortunately, we might want you to live.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at this. You'll find out about what's in the shed when the ride opens.
But the good news is, he doesn't know what's in the shed. Do you know what's in the shed? Do you actually know?
I don't know what's in the shed. but I have an idea of what's in the shed. So
Good things.
exactly. You know, for this ride in particular, I'm really, really excited about. You know, Kings Island's in my backyard. That's my backyard coaster, and that's really the whole reason I wanted to build roller coasters. So be able to kind of come full circle and to be able to actually put a hand on, you know,
Like your
something
childhood
that's
park?
going to be, my childhood park, something that has been so impactful in my life is awesome. And this ride is going to be incredible.
Also, Kings Island's known for really good wooden roller coasters. You got Racer, you got
Beast.
Beast.
They are going to be the park with the most wooden roller coasters and the most wooden roller coaster track.
That sounds like a Cedar Fair stat.
My kind of stuff.
Yeah. Pretty proud of you for that one.
Yeah, that definitely a big problem. I can't wait for that one.
Me too. Me too.
Are these both going to open around opening days, or?
Yeah, they're both going to be open for opening days of both parks respectively. I don't know exactly when that is, sometime in the spring, but they will be open for opening day.
It does look like construction is going along nicely for Mystic Timbers.
Yeah, that's really moved along.
It is. It's progressing. I mean, really, what guests saw, what people can still see from the webcam, is really that's the bulkiest part of the ride, right? So everything else is super low to the ground. It's going to be built super quick. I can tell you in person. I've seen the lake crossing. I've seen the interactions with the other ride. It's going to be awesome.
Oh,
All right, I want a tough question here.
Okay.
What's going to be the best part of Mystic Timbers?
Oh man, that really is a tough question. I'm
I
going to
wasn't
say
lying to
this
you.
because it's the one thing that I don't know about: the shed.
The shed. All
You know?
right.
So it's the one thing that it still has some mystique to it to me.
This is a question that came up on Twitter a lot. You had talked about it in your live interview with Clint. Ironboard, or your hardwood.
Okay.
The internet had no idea what you were talking about, and have been like, make sure you ask Adam about hardwood or ironwood or
Yeah.
whatever.
So you know.
I have no idea what this is.
Oh,
So, you know, as the industry advances and as things come along, everybody's out trying to come up with the next greatest thing, right? So we've worked hand in hand with different parks and really our own R&D departments to come up with something that's still wood, but literally is 10 times harder than all the other wood we use. And so it really is called ironwood around the industry, and that's what we use in those really crazy dynamic areas of rides. And Knott's Berry Farm is a great example of that. That ride's huge, it's fast, it's incredible, and if you haven't ridden it, I don't know why you guys haven't. It's been open a year now.
2 weeks.
Okay.
Riding in 2 weeks.
So at least soon. But that ride does have it, and it's going to hold up.
I'm going next year, I think. Yeah.
It's time to go. So, needless to say, it's something that's kind of an advanced technology for us, and it's going to really take and sweep over.
So that's where the future is going.
That's right. If you want to keep your wood coaster, a wood coaster.
Ah, the little tagline there. So you probably thought about that one a time or two.
I like it. I like it.
And then we got at least one more. We got to talk about, you got the bear train, you got the dragon train.
Yep.
Which one do you like better?
I don't like to pick and choose between different cars like that. But I will say this: I'm only going to pick the Dragon car because it's the original concept art. Okay, the Bear we went through and worked with the park very, very closely to modify it and change it. But the Dragon's been original, and so to see that as a concept on a piece of paper in this meeting room last year to be what it is today is pretty awesome.
I bet. Well, I guess we should probably let you get back to selling roller coasters.
Yeah.
And
I've actually got another meeting coming up here, I think, pretty soon.
that's
so.
great. I'm going to steal some of your snacks.
Yes,
Okay,
I was going to
all
say,
right, all right.
Yeah, and
taking
then-
the snack thing.
Yeah. I might dig around, try and find some whiskey that you're hiding somewhere.
Yeah, there's probably some of that here as well.
That's what I
so-
figured. That's what I figured, knowing you. All right, my friend. Great to see you doing
No
well.
problem,
Always a
guys.
blast talking to you.
Great to talk to you guys.
Talking to you.